Keely, I'm the Managing Director for LOOKFANTASTIC.
And I'm Billy, I'm Chief Buying Officer for LOOKFANTASTIC.
And I'm Molly May, and I'm just here for a good time.
What were some of your beauty highlights from 2025?
One of my beauty highlights from 2025 was actually the shoot we did for Christmas. I think that was like one of the best campaigns I've ever shot with any brand ever. I just thought it was unbelievable, and I feel like it really encapsulated like that luxury Christmas energy, but also still felt like relatable because it was like around a dinner table with friends, and I keep watching that advert back and just thinking like, I'd love to relive that day.
Yeah, it looked really fun.
It was so fun. And like all the products that were there that day, like Scarlet Poppy, just elite.
That is a goodie.
And that just felt like Christmas packaging, like in a bottle.
Gorgeous.
What about you guys? Any trends, anything you loved?
Trends for me, I really loved the blush trend last year. I love blush anyway, but I think making it like more acceptable to have bigger, bolder blush that was like brighter. I think people were experimenting with deeper shades, like wearing it higher up, like really playing around with blush.
Nice.
That was like in summer, I was really here for the blush.
Yeah, I put mine in like a C shape. I actually kind of bring it up round towards my temples and kind of push it in.
Yeah.
There was a lot more intention in beauty last year, wasn't there? I think it came from a place of like inner health, well-being, and we saw that come through with a lot of the products that were launched last year, and even things like the longevity trend in terms of using LED mask, skin protection, and making sure that SPF.
I'd never used an LED mask before last year.
Really?
I'd never even really
Which
heard
one
of
do you
it. The Shark.
Yeah, we were just talking about that.
So good.
Yeah, it's your favourite.
I've tried a few, but I think the under eye cooling patches for the
That's
Shark.
exactly what I was saying.
It does. It's not a match. Like,
feel, isn't it?
Yeah, I think Shark have been killing it
Yeah.
the last few years with like their devices and just innovation, and that one they brought out recently with like the at-home hydrofacial.
Amazing.
With
Yeah, so
also
good.
a
Yeah.
depuffing device attached to
love
it. Like, who would think to do that in the
Yeah.
same thing? That's wild.
Yeah, it's
I think
really
it's so cool.
We were literally just saying that about the Shark under eye
Yeah.
depuffing with that cryo to really,
It's
really
elite.
reduce
It's
the puffing
unmatched.
under eye. When you're a tired mum,
Yeah.
like that is, that's a
Elite.
winner. And
A tired
husband
father
still-
as well,
Yeah,
I
I
was
was about to say
gonna
your husband steals yours.
Yeah, Tommy's been taking my Augustin Spader Rich Cream recently.
No, you
Oh,
need
no,
to
that's a
stop
deal
that.
breaker.
Buy your own.
Yeah.
That's
You
no
need to stop
joke.
No, I've set up my husband's own shelf. So like, these are the ones for you.
Yeah.
And these are the ones that are not
Yeah,
for you.
don't touch.
I feel
Oh,
like it's the
off
shower
bands.
as well.
Yeah,
I
and
do
And
not
the
ever
shower
have
and the
the
hair
shampoo
shampoos when they like squeeze, like, and you see in the hand like
Yeah,
so much.
no.
I'm like, you don't need that
No.
much of my colour wow. Like, what are you doing? Put it back.
What kind of products are you complimented on the most, would you say?
Can I say what I think yours is?
Oh, go on.
I think it's your hair.
Yeah,
Your
I
hair
have had
is
a lot of hair compliments
glorious.
this week. I was
It is.
saying yesterday that I've been using the Kerastase Gloss range, and I am obsessed.
We were talking about that before.
Love
the
it.
drops or the shampoo conditioner.
Or like the hot, so shampoo, conditioner, and the oil. And it's so gorgeous, and the fragrance is gorgeous, but it actually does leave a really glossy finish. And then there's one other product that I added to my routine back end of last year, and it was actually recommended by my hairdresser. But it's the Wella Colour Fresh. I don't know if you've ever used it.
Ooh,
It is
nice.
so good.
What does it do?
So it keeps the colour like fresh.
Does
you
what
know,
it says on the bottle,
post,
basically.
yeah,
Colour
post your
fresh.
salon treatment.
Right.
But there's various different shades.
So for
like,
blondes as well?
There's like a cool blonde, there's like a caramel, there's a golden blonde. It's so good. I recommended it to Farah. She's been using it as well. The dark version, yeah, really good.
Nice.
What about you?
I think for me, it's just scents. I'm such a scent girly. And I've actually had to like stop myself from buying more perfumes now because I've got so many bottles that I need to get through. And they also say like it obviously expires, but I've had bottles in my cupboard now for
years.
that
Changing colour.
are literally orange that used to be clear. I best believe I will still use it. I don't care if it's completely out of date. It doesn't
got
even
some
smell like the
that-
original scent anymore. Because I don't want to waste it. But I think for me, just a good perfume is I literally can't leave the house without spraying some. And I think like it just makes me feel more confident. But what about you?
My pride and joy are my lashes.
I knew you were going to say
Really?
Look at them.
I'm obsessed with lashes. So that is my
Are
like
they all right?
absolute. They're my own lashes, and I've worked really hard to grow them. And I swear by a product, Revitalash. I love them, this brand, so much. I apply Revitalash every single day, and my lashes are my absolute.
And have you experienced any like darkness
No,
from the
I
product?
haven't
Because
had
of the
any. Yeah.
What's it? The
Progressive development.
prostaglandins.
Yeah, I've had no. For me, it's been a very happy lash journey. I've used it for 10
Wow,
years.
congratulations.
I know, yeah,
So
so doing
happy
well.
for you.
It's a compliment I always take. And yeah, so I'm really into lashes. I also love like heavy mascara as well. So I think to really
What's your
pair like.
favourite?
I'm actually using, and the one I've got on today is the new Revitalash mascara.
Oh, I've used that, the tubing.
Yeah, the tubing one.
really-
And real talk, as I said, I'm really loyal to the brand. I love the brand. I tried it the first time, wasn't for me. And I was like, oh, I'm just going to put that to one side. And then a girl that we work with who has incredible lashes, I was like, oh gosh, you look even better today. What's that? It was the Revitalash new mascara. So I tried it again, and actually now I really like it.
Do you build?
Build.
Yeah.
So I'm now coming to the end of the bottle, so when it's a little bit dry, which I actually quite like.
I do.
Anyway.
Yeah, I do.
I like it
I like
more
to
when it's dry.
scoop that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So it's at its peak now, but I will buy again.
Have you got any kind of beauty habits you're maybe like a little bit embarrassed to admit?
So many.
I mean, I'm just quite gross in general, to be honest. I'm struggling at the minute with my mascara printing constantly. I'm just going around with like constant black smudge. I was talking about it on my vlog the other day. Like, I constantly watch my footage back when I'm filming, and I'm like, I've literally got like full-on smudges, and I need to find a mascara basically that doesn't print.
Tubing. You need a tubing
Yeah.
mascara.
Okay, I'll try.
The Revitalash one is really nice.
Do you have shares of Revitalash?
Yeah, no.
I get asked that
She wears the
regularly. I
merch.
do actually
Very
wear
weird.
the sweatshirt and the merch. I've got the Stanley with Revitalash. I don't have shares. I think probably a really, really gross one is the lack of frequency of which I wash my brushes.
Yeah.
That is something which I know well.
No, I
I'm the
was
same.
in. I don't
Yeah,
even
yeah.
ever wash my
I know, yeah.
brushes. Yeah.
I really don't wash them
I agree.
enough, and that is something which I actually set myself like a mini New Year's resolution to wash my brushes more because it cannot be good for my skin.
Honestly, I think we can set a better resolution than that. So I don't really need to worry. Like, I think there's other things we could be setting goals for. I think the majority of the girls of in this room are probably not washing their brushes. I'm going to be honest
I was
with you.
exactly the same. And I actually use my fingers for most applications.
Do you?
Yeah, foundation.
I actually think that the more product that's in my Manky brush, the more I like the way it goes on.
There you
And
go.
sometimes if I run out of my foundation, well, I'll just use the extra grubby bits
I
that are in the
do
back
use
of my brush.
that. That is true. Maybe that needs to be a
No
tagline. The more
shame.
manky bits, the better it goes.
Yeah, literally. I actually think that's
I do.
not
Sometimes
a
I will
problem.
pack just the brush so I can touch up during the day.
So that's not so
Exactly.
embarrassing
yeah.
for you. You're
Okay. Thanks, girls. You really helped me out there. I feel
What
less
about you,
shame now.
Keely?
I mean, hair wash is probably the one for me. As much as you're saying that I've got great hair, I probably wash my hair once, maybe twice a week.
the
So
dream.
dry
But it
shampoo
always
is
looks incredible.
very. I mean, I use the Colour Wow dry shampoo
Yeah,
frequently,
that's amazing.
It is,
but
yeah.
maybe that's probably a gross habit of mine.
But that's maybe why it's so luscious and healthy. Is because
Do you know
you're not
what? The
stripping all
hair
oils.
wash when you've not washed your hair for a week is so much better. The day after, yeah.
Would you have any kind of like beauty advice that maybe your mum gave you when you were younger?
I actually have something that jumped straight to mind then. It was about over plucking eyebrows.
Oh my
Like, don't go near the
Yeah.
tweezers until you absolutely need to, and that is something that I've carried on with me, which is so funny coming from my mum because she has literally no eyebrows because she's over plucked.
That's why, right?
I think
Yeah.
that's why she's told me like don't go near the tweezers.
Yeah.
And that's something that I will say to Bambi through and through is just
Yeah.
you just don't need them.
Yeah.
Bushy brows are the way forward.
Yeah,
I think they're
agree.
unreal.
Yeah. I was a child of the 90s and did have the overplucked brows, which were a straight line, plucking top and bottom. They have never recovered. They are still
never made
very
it recover.
small.
They look great.
But that Revita brow, guys.
Okay.
It's Revita brow.
Crikey.
CEO of Revita Brow.
My new role, my secret role. But Revita brow brings them back to life. But that is something I would definitely say to my daughter is never touch your brows because they are gorgeous. You will never recover. And they do. You damage the follicles so much.
Yeah.
They do never grow back.
It's a shame with
That's a great piece of
shaving
advice.
though. Like, I think the minute like you go near that razor or you start shaving your legs, shaving your armpits, that's it then. That's you committed. Same with flipping dermaplaning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I won't say too much because whenever I did last time, it went in the paper about me saying I had a beard because I was basically saying that now I do dermaplaning, I basically support a full beard because I've just got
It
peach
comes
fuzz
back.
out of literal places I didn't even know peach fuzz was possible.
Agree.
But do you
I'd
think
never
it's
done
more that it's the contrast that you now see more than you did before?
No, I genuinely believe mine grew back thicker.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like a myth. They say
Yeah.
like it won't, and I'm like, no, it did.
I hope Mum doesn't listen to this. I actually have done completely the opposite. My mum
Really?
is like a through and through Nivea user. You know that blue part of like
Do
thick
I?
Nivea?
My
That's
nana used to
all
love that.
she used. So I am completely the opposite, i.e. buy into a full skincare routine
Yeah,
and try
yeah.
and convince my mum now to use everything that she doesn't.
I mean, with your job, it would be slightly weird if
Exactly.
you just had a pot of Nivea in your cupboard.
It's quite weird,
And
wasn't it?
only use that. Yeah. Would
So
be
yeah, I don't
slightly
think mum was the best at advice, but she did give me the eyebrow advice as well.
Yeah.
Even though
Yeah.
I went
More eyebrows are
completely
great.
against that.
Mine was really good. So she grew up in New Zealand, which obviously has loads and loads of UV, loads of sun. She's very fair, very blonde. So she was on at me about SPF before I think it was more mainstream that we now all know we have to wear SPF 50 every single day without exception. But she was hammering that home to me from quite a young age. And I didn't always listen. I definitely did go on some sunbeds in the early 2000s. But that now, I think from an early age, really instilling that SPF every single day. And now my daughter, even though she's only 10, she's still wearing the SPF every day.
Stop.
Really
Wow.
trying to get those habits in
You'll be
early.
Well, I look like a leather
She'll be
handbag.
thankful, yeah.
And your daughter looks like a flipping newborn baby when she's 80.
This is what I'm aiming for.
I'll be
Like, come on,
crying.
your SPF every day. Come on, babe, you're only 10 now, but that skin,
Yeah.
look after that glowing skin.
Wow.
And it'll
So
save
that
you
is,
a
like, the
lot
good
of money
one.
down the line.
Yeah.
So what kind of new trends for this season are you looking forward to most, would you say?
Trends that I'm really excited to see people enjoying is that more return of maximalist makeup. I think where we've all been quite like clean girl aesthetic with how our makeup's been, like definitely going a bit more natural. While I don't think I'll be going for big, bold makeup, I'm really excited for other people to play with big, bold makeup and to play with like a bold eye and to just get the joy of makeup, because it is just
To be
dressing up
used.
and to be
Yeah,
used and to make
Yeah.
you feel fun. You can always change your personality with like, oh, today I've got like a bright red lip and then tomorrow I've got like a crazy eye. And actually I'm really looking forward to seeing the return of maximalist makeup next year.
We talked about it yesterday, but the blurred lip is
Yeah.
just very much me, and I'm very happy that is going to become an even bigger trend
Blurred
in
lip?
26. Yeah, so softer, less harsh lip line, like more of a blurred lip vibe. I think is going to
Nice.
continue to be.
For me, a lot of beauty products I use, sometimes I don't necessarily see those instant results that you want, and like things are, well, over time you'll see
Yeah.
the results. For me, it's like when I go to the gym, if I don't have abs that day, like what was
Yeah.
the point in
Why
going to
not?
the gym? With those Medicube pore pads, like I use them and I instantly see a reduction in the size of my pores. Like I feel like my face looks tighter, my skin looks more, complexion looks smoother,
Yeah.
and like that's for me. It's been a while since I've experienced a product that really has given me instant results like that.
Have you seen, those Biodance sheet masks that you sleep in?
Yes.
Yeah.
And you wake up, you're looking like glass.
Yeah,
skin.
Exactly.
The glass
that.
skin trend
So
is
that's
very
like
Korean,
the
like-
Korean technology where you put on your sheet mask at night, it's opaque, it's like a milky finish, and you wake up in the morning and you've still got your sheet mask on, but it's translucent because all of that goodness has gone into your skin.
Wow.
You take it off and it is glass.
And what brand is that?
This is called Biodance.
Biodance.
So I put mine on last night. Actually last night I did kerfuffle it a bit, so I did wake up and it was half peeling off.
Yeah,
but
knowing
normally
me
it
and
stays
being
on.
like on the bottom of the bed or like attached to the bed frame, I'd be like, oh, has to be mask there, has to be Biodance over there, dancing off at the bottom of the bed.